Water out nearly fast enough. These ports up here that I've put in are supposed to let water out before it reaches over the top of the sand, so that it can look like a sandy beach, and then all of a sudden it turns into quicksand. Unfortunately, the sand is so fine, it's clogging up those ports, and the water's just going up and over it.
The rig is working. Everything's working exactly as planned. We just need to figure out how to filter the sand a little better to get something that looks good.
We've put in some cotton batting, which is like stuffing for stuffed animals, or actually for quilts, and hopefully the larger surface area of that will allow more water to flow through while still holding back the sand. So we're just about to try it. Yeah, it seems okay. Let's get more sand in.
Meanwhile, Christine's managed to finish the hydrometer without destroying Jamie's workshop.
This hydrometer will give us a reading on this water and will tell us if we put it in the quicksand whether it is more or less dense than this water.
The hydrometer floats in the water and its buoyancy level is marked. Then it's dunked in the tank.
It's floating. That just shows really nicely that the water-sand mixture is a lot more dense than water.
This is what it would be if it was H2O.
So in theory, a person will float better in quicksand than normal water. The killer quicksand myth is on shaky ground.
We have several escape techniques. First and foremost, we have what everyone would want if they were near quicksand, is a vine. Secondly, we have a walking stick, which is often recommended in the literature we've read about quicksand as a helpful tool for getting out of quicksand. And third is a bar, which we can throw across the top of the tank, which I should be able to hold on to in case I get really desperate. At that point, I'll be making those sounds that you just don't make when you're kidding.
Worst case scenario is that Adam dies. And of course, we don't want to see that happen. I'd hate to have to hunt for another co-host. But you know, we've got all the precautions that we can think of reasonably to have on this, and I'm fairly sure that he'll be okay one way or another.
The pith helmet is always a good technique for finding someone who is drowned in quicksand, because it will be floating on the surface there. Oh, look, it's a white sandy beach. I don't feel any danger at all.
You will, Adam, you will. The pump switched on. Water begins to rise through the sand. As liquefaction occurs, Adam gets that sinking feeling.
You know, it feels more dangerous now than I thought. Whoa! Woo, let's go! Well, I started going down really slowly, and then when the water got up to my chest in the sand and water mixture, I kind of felt where I hit my buoyant point, which was just probably right about here. Now we've turned the pump off, and I'll tell you, I'm not going to be able to get back out of here until we turn the pump back on.
Adam is far less dense than the quicksand, and so he's suspended.
I think we've created a very